Which mid-range camera champ should you spend your money on? The Honor 200 or the new Vivo V40? Let's answer this with a digit style comparison. Both phones are heavily focused on camera performance, with Vivo leveraging Zeiss tuning and Honor collaborating with a Parisian photography studio named Studio Harcourt. So let's get the specs out of the way first. You can see them on your screen now, so pause if needed. The Vivo V40 has some premium features like IP68 and IP69 ratings and display protection from short. But that aside, most things seem pretty evenly matched. Both phones look fantastic with wave-like designs on their back panels, but the Honor 200's patterns are subtler. The Honor 200 also has a matte finish, making it less prone to fingerprints compared to the glossy back of the Vivo V40. Although the matte texture on the Honor 200 is quite slippery. Both phones have plastic frames, which you can tell by the lack of antenna bands on the sides. But Vivo has reinforced the corners with aluminum alloy in order to make them more drop resistant. The Honor 200's buttons offer better tactile feedback, but the Vivo's fingerprint sensor is quicker thanks to its lack of unlock animations. However, the Honor 200 falls short in durability, as the Vivo not only has reinforced metal corners but also boasts IP68 and IP69 ratings, while the Honor 200 lacks an official IP rating. Overall, I'd give the win in this category to the Vivo V40. When it comes to displays, both phones are closely matched. The Honor 200's display is generally brighter during everyday use, but the Vivo V40's 4500 nits peak brightness makes HDR content look more vibrant. In my test, the Honor 200 reached a brightness of 1296 nits in bright sunlight, while the Vivo V40 measured 1190 nits. The Vivo's display is also slightly sharper at 453 ppi with more accurate colors. Additionally, the Vivo also has the advantage of short sensation display protection, whereas Honor hasn't specified any official protection. I'd give the win to Vivo here as well. When it comes to performance, once again the scales are evenly matched here, with both phones featuring the same Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 processor and a top-end variant of 12GB RAM and 512GB storage. Now, while the benchmark scores were very similar, there was a constant pattern of the Honor 200 scoring slightly better in every test but GFX Bench. However, the Vivo V40 didn't throttle as much as the Honor 200. So in daily usage, you're going to get very similar performance. The phones are smooth in day-to-day tasks and can handle low to medium graphics gameplay with minimal frame drops in games like BGMI and Call of Duty Mobile. The difference is more apparent in the software. Honor has significantly lesser bloatware and offers longer software support. As for AI, both phones have only a few AI features, mostly related to the camera, but the Honor 200's Magic Portal is actually a useful one. In our Digit AIQ test, the Vivo V40 scored 65 out of 100, while the Honor 200 scored 64 out of 100. So even in the benchmark scores, they are very similar. Honor takes the win here though because of cleaner software and longer support. It's time for what you've been waiting for, the camera showdown. Vivo with its Zeiss collaboration and Honor with Studio Harcourt. It's quite the battle because both of these click stellar pictures for the price. But let's get into the nitty-gritty details. In ample light, both phones capture detailed photos, though the Vivo V40's warmer tones can look slightly unnatural. The Vivo V40 also excels in portraits and ultra-wide shots with better color consistency and dynamic range. The Honor 200 with its telephoto lens and macro mode offers more versatility and sharper images compared to the Vivo's digital zoom. However, the Honor 200 struggles in low light, producing noisier portraits, while the Vivo V40 delivers crisper results. Selfies are an easy win for Vivo. They're just far more color accurate and detailed. Overall, the Vivo V40 outperforms in portraits, selfies and low light, while the Honor 200 stands out for its versatile camera features. In videos though, Honor takes the cake with better colors and dynamic range. All in all, I still think the Vivo V40 is superior, especially for photography. As for battery life, the Honor 200 uses a silicone carbon battery instead of a lithium-ion one that's used on the Vivo V40. Silicon carbon batteries allow for faster charging and longer battery life compared to their lithium ion counterparts. So despite the Vivo V40 sporting a larger battery, the Honor 200 actually outlasted it. In the PC Mark battery test, the Vivo V40 lasted for 15 hours and 3 minutes, pretty decent result, whereas the Honor 200 lasted for 18 hours and 11 minutes. The Honor 200 also charges faster with 100-watt charging support, so it goes from 0 to 100 in just 28 minutes, and the Vivo V40 does the same in about 46 minutes. But one disadvantage is that the Honor 200 doesn't come with a charger in the box, which is a massive disappointment. So which phone takes the crown as the most well-rounded camera champ? For me, the choice is clear. It's the Vivo V40. While the Honor 200 is a strong contender with excellent battery life, a dedicated telephoto lens and slightly better performance, the Vivo V40 actually edges ahead with its durable build, sharper display, brighter HDR videos and superior camera performance, especially in low light. Plus, its battery life and performance are not too far behind the Honor 200. So even though the Honor 200 is priced Rs 3000 lesser and offers double the storage on the base variant, I believe the Vivo V40's enhanced camera capabilities make that extra cost worthwhile, especially for mobile photographers. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Make it vibe.